Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mahfuza Akila binti Muhammad Azhari and my matric number is 066911. I'm 21 years old. I'm born at Kedah and my previous study is Sijil Tinggi Agama Malaysia, STAM. My mission is to enjoy my growing and learning process and appreciate each minute of my youth time. And my vision is to teach myself to be an adaptable person in order to maintain my happiness in my life in whatever situation or challenges that pop up in my life. Next, I will talk about the activities relating to the Law of Association and Company Law 1, which have been done throughout the semester. In week 1, there was an exposure about the subject of Law of Association and Company Law 1, like the DCI of the subject and the outline chapters that will be done or learned throughout the semester. Besides that, I have also learned about the 4 types of business entities in Malaysia and the characteristics, advantages and disadvantages of each business entity. In week 2, there was a lecture about the formation of partnership, whereby the elements in the definition of partnership in Section 3 of the Partnership Act 1961 must be fulfilled and the rules to determine a partnership has been laid out in Section 4 of the Partnership Act 1961. In week 3, there was a lecture on the capacity in formation of partnership and an illegal partnership. Besides that, there was also a lecture regarding the authorities in partnership and Section 7 until Section 10 of the Partnership Act 1961 and the relationship between the firms or the partners with the third parties. In week 5, I have done the Let's Start activity with my group, whereby we have watched the social network movie and we had made a discussion on whether there was a partnership between Mark Zuckerberg and his friend. In week 5, also in group, we have done 2 questions relating to the Section 3 and Section 4 of the Partnership Act 1961 and we have submitted it in CLIP. In week 6, there was a guest lecture by Mr. Ahmad Muaz Muhammad Nawawi on the topic of the formation of business in a legal service, sharing experience from Maha, which has been held through WebEx. Besides that, there was also a replacement class on 17 November 2023, whereby the lecture given was about the Section 11 until Section 19 of the Partnership Act 1961. In week 7, I have done a Let's Start activity with my group, whereby we have watched the Group E, The Unshaded Truth About Enron, and we have made a discussion about the concept of unlimited liability, which has been shown in the movie. In week 8, there was a lecture on the relation between partners based on the Section 26 of the Partnership Act 1961 and the dissolution of partnership and the partnership property. In week 9, there was a lecture about the introduction of company law, like the structure of the company, the liability of the company, and the classification of the company. There was also a lecture about the promoter, like the definition of the promoter, the fiduciary duties, and the remedies. In week 10 and week 11, there was a lecture about the effect of incorporation based on the Section 20 of the Companies Act 2016 and the doctrine of separate legal entity and the doctrine of lifting of the veil corporate. Next, I will talk about the projects which I have done with my group. There were 2 projects. The first one is creating a firm's profile, whereby my group have decided to choose food and beverages as our nature of business. And our firm's name is Pekena Kopi. We will serve a variety of desserts and coffees to the customers, and we also open the service for any customer which interests to invest in the vending machine business. This project have been submitted on 3 November 2023. Next, the second project is drafting partnership agreement, whereby we have draft a partnership agreement based on our previous firm profile, and this project will be submitted on 4 January 2024. For reflection, I've got a big exposure about the partnership, like I've known the nature of the partnership, the types of the partnership, and which law that will regulate the operation of partnership. Besides that, the project assigned to me and my group have given me a better insight about the reality of the relation of partnership. Furthermore, I've also learned about the the different doctrines, like the doctrine of separate legal entity, the doctrine of lifting of the veil corporate, which gives me a better knowledge about a business. Therefore, it is always fun to learn a new knowledge relating to a business scope, as the nature of the business closely related to a profit and money, but it is a bit complicated. So that's all from me. Thank you.